hope everyone is having a great Sunday afternoon. We're going to do something a little different today. I found something several years ago, and I've been wanting to do it as one of my devotionals and just haven't done it. So I thought today would be a good day. I tried to find something about July the 4th, and the one I found, I did it, and I thought, man, this sounds awful familiar. And lo and behold, I did it last year. So I had to scratch that and start over. So I found something, as you all can see on my screen. We're going to be looking at Psalms 23. And we're going to go verse by verse. And each one of these verses means something. Each line in this poem means something. And so I want to read the psalm first. And then we're going to talk about what each line means and how it pertains to us. And this whole poem, this whole psalm is personal. It ties into us and something specifically to us. We all know this psalm. It's probably the most famous psalm. I think everybody knows it. I know my Bible class on Wednesday nights, their teacher Sunday morning had them memorize it. And so they felt like they had accomplished something when they memorized this, and we were all very proud of them for it. So I want to read these 6 verses, and then we'll talk about them. And it says, "The Lord is my shepherd," and we know that David wrote this. Verses 1, "The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup overflows. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever." And like I said, we have heard this all of our lives. It's probably the most famous psalm that everybody knows. But have we ever really stopped and thought about it? I know there's a song written about it. We sing the song on Sunday mornings. Like I said, we've memorized it. We all know. We've all studied this. But have we really dissected it, I guess is the word that I want to use today. So we're going to start and take it verse by verse. The first part of verse 1. "The Lord is my shepherd." He's my shepherd. Okay, what does that say? I have a relationship. There is a relationship described here. The Lord is my shepherd. He's mine. He's my personal one. I have a relationship with the Lord. The second part of it, I shall not want. This part shows that I'm going to lack nothing. There's nothing that I'm going to need. He's going to take care of all of my needs. Who? The Lord. The Lord I have a relationship with. Verse 2, "He makes me lie down in green pastures." We see here, lie down, rest. The Lord gives me rest. "He leads me beside still waters." Okay, when we look at this, what is this meaning? It gives me refreshment. These still waters, quiet waters, they quench my thirst. Again, he's taking care of my needs. He makes me rest. He gives me water. He quenches my thirst. It gives me refreshment. Verse 3, "He restores my soul." What is he doing? He restores. He's healing. What is he healing? He heals my soul. So I have this relationship with the Lord, and he heals it. So he takes care. I'm not going to have any wants. He takes care of me. He's going to feed me. He's going to quench my thirst. He's going to let me rest. And now he's going to heal me. He's going to heal my soul. "He leads me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake." He leads me. He guides me. So this means he is my leader. He is my guide in my life. He leads me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake. So why is he leading us? For his name's sake. That is our purpose. Our purpose, that he is leading us in our life. He's there to guide us each and every day in all of our steps for his name's sake. For his name's sake, he's doing this. Verse 4, "Even though I walk through the valley of shadow of death," right there, This shows testing. We've all had trials. We've all had dark days. We've all been in the valley. We've all had hard times. That's our test. He's testing us. When we're in that valley, what do? Do we have that relationship with the Lord that we're talking about in this psalm? Are we letting him guide us? Are we letting him be our guide? The second part of verse 4, I will fear no evil. This shows protection. I have nothing to fear. God's on my side. I have nothing to fear. For you are with me. This shows faithfulness. We have to believe he is with us. He's with us in the valley. He's with us when we're high up on the mountaintop, or however you want to describe the opposite of the valley. He's there in the good times and he's there in the bad times. So he's there during our testing. He has protection. And he shows faithfulness that we believe he is with us. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. This shows discipline. His rod and his staff, they comfort. I know he is there. Verse 5, you prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. This shows us hope. It shows us hope in the presence of my enemies. We're in the middle of our enemies. We feel like everybody is against us. And what does verse 5 say? He's prepared a table before me in the presence of my enemies. We have hope that we can get out of that situation. Things are going to get better. The second part of verse 5, you anoint my head with oil. This is showing consecration or being made holy. My cup overflows. This shows abundance, that we will have more than we will ever need. He will be there. Our cup overflows through him. The last verse, surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. This shows what? Our blessings. Our blessings from God. Just on the good days, right? No. Just on the holidays, right? Just when I'm having a good week. Just on my birthday, on the highlights. No. All the days of my life, what's going to be there? He promises, surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. Then the very end, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Forever means eternity, never ending. It is ours if we follow God. If we do what this verse or what this psalm, this poem tells us to do. This is all describing the Lord as our shepherd. We have a relationship with the Lord. He is going to supply all of our needs. He gives us rest when we're weary, when we're tired, when we're in the valley, when we need help, when we need refreshment, when we need healing, when we need guidance. Who do we turn to? The Lord is there. The Lord is ready. He has a relationship. Are we going to take advantage of that relationship? Are we going to go to him? Are we following him all the days of our lives? It says here, he is with us. He protects us. He's there during the hard times. He's there during the testing times. Are we there? He's there to discipline us. We know the very first verse, the Lord is my shepherd. What does a shepherd do? A shepherd guides his sheep. We are God's sheep. He's guiding us. Sometimes we get a little bit out of line, don't we? We have to have that discipline. He's got his rod, he's got his staff to get us where we need to go, to steer us in the right direction. Do we listen? Do we listen and take heed to the direction that he's trying to turn us in? We have hope in bad situations because of him. Our blessings overflow. We have an abundance of things. We are never in want with this relationship with the Lord. We have security. He's there. He promises us things that what he promises us we will have. And we talked about heaven last week. And what did he say? I have a mansion prepared for you. I have a place prepared for you. I have a room prepared for you. He has it already for us. But we have to look at this psalm, and the very first point, we have to have a relationship with him. If we have a relationship with him, and we lean on him, and we trust him, and we follow what he says, we get the last line of this psalm, forever. I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. We have that. It's promised to us. It's guaranteed. It's not going to be taken from us. But we're not just handed all this. We have to do something to get there. We have to work every day to get there. We have to be the Christian we are called to be, in our actions, in our just attitudes, in our daily life. And I feel like I say that every single week. And I know you all probably get tired of hearing that. But if it's like me, I may have one good day, but there might be a couple of bad days, and everything I say goes out the window. We have a bad day and we revert back to, oh, well, I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have acted that way. And I know it's been that way this week for me. On some days, it just seems like everything has happened. Like on Saturday, it started in the morning. It seems like everything for this week has just fallen apart one by one for one reason or the next. So everything in my OCD mind was planned out. We were going to do this, and this. And now it's all falling apart. We've got to reschedule things. Some things are canceled. And so I've got to stop and think, am I living my Christian life that way? Am I living it as it's all scheduled out? But when one thing veers the wrong way, when one thing goes the wrong way, does my whole attitude crumble? Do I lose my Christian attitude? Do I lose my Christian focus on that? Or do I still, like this psalm says, God's with us, I have that relationship to God? Am I taking everything to God? Am I taking advantage of that relationship that He is giving me? And do I want that relationship for eternity? Again, like I said, we talked about heaven last week. Again, the very ending of this psalm, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. What greater thing should we strive for in our life? What better finale to hear, good job, well done, good and faithful servant. You got to heaven. That's what we need to strive for. That's what we should be doing. A lot of people like this psalm. A lot of people's favorite psalm. But it has a lot to it. I've never broken it down line by line and really looked that each line meant something to us. Personally, it's all me. You can even put your name. I've seen some people do this before too. The Lord is my shepherd. And instead of doing that, say the Lord is Paula's shepherd. Paula shall not be in want. He makes Paula lie down in green pastures. He leads Paula beside quiet waters. He restores Paula's soul. He guides Paula in paths of righteousness for His name's sake. Even though Paula walks through the valley of the shadow of death, Paula will fear no evil, for you are with Paula. Your rod and your staff, they comfort Paula. You prepare a table before Paula in the presence of my enemies. You anoint Paula's head with oil. Paula's cup overflows. Surely goodness and love will follow Paula all the days of Paula's life, and Paula will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. That changes it. Now I put my name in there. You all read it and you put your name in there and make it personal. Make it personal. This is His promise to you. He is there for you. He wants that relationship for you. I hope you all have a great week. This is a little bit shorter than usual. Like I said, it was a little bit different. It's just something I kind of liked. I probably didn't relay it the way it needed to be relayed, but hopefully you all kind of got the gist of it, and that's why I kind of put the picture up there so y'all could kind of see where I was going with it. But this week, let's really look at Psalms 23. Put your name in those and make it personal and get that relationship with the Lord. Talk to Him. Let Him help you in your valleys. Let Him help you in the good times, and know He's there forever. And He wants us to be in His house forever with Him for all eternity. I hope you all have a great week. Thanks again, as always, for listening. And I hope you have a great 4th of July, no matter what you're doing. If you're with family, friends, just relaxing, whatever you're doing. I hope you all have a great week, and I will see you all next week.